5 steps on learning Arabic as an adult. In this video, I'll be talking about the 5 steps which you should take when you're learning Arabic or any language as an adult. Now, these steps are very important for every single student, but more for adults because we know that it's easier to learn a language when you're young, and specifically females too. They pick up languages a lot faster than men unless you have a natural knack for picking up a language. But in this video, I'll be talking about some of the steps of learning Arabic specifically as an adult, as I did in my mid-20s. So the first thing is that you have to commit. Without the commitment, you won't be able to go through the steps and learn the language to go from basic level to intermediate. In language courses, normally we call this elementary to intermediate to advanced to fluent. But everyone can start off as a basic level, but you need to get to at least an intermediate level before you've got some functional usage of the language. So committing is absolutely important because without the commitment, you'll never move out of that elementary level, out of that beginner level. So commitment will ensure that you move from one stage to the next. Now, after you've got commitment, the second thing that you need to do is you need to buy a dictionary. Because how can you be a serious student of any language without having a dictionary of that particular language? It goes without saying. So my dictionary of choice for the Arabic language is the Hansware dictionary, which I've been using since I started studying Arabic. Is it a classical book or is it a classical dictionary, a qamus of Arabic? No, it isn't, but it's something which I've used throughout my studies, and 99% of the words that I'm looking for are found in here. Yes, there are some classical words which sometimes I don't find from the Quranic language or the Hadith, and however, it serves me well. But having a dictionary, whether it's Hansware, whether it's any of the classical books like Lisan al-Arab or any qamus, any dictionary like that, there's no problem, but you have to get yourself a dictionary. How can you consider yourself a serious student of that language without having a dictionary? But that goes on to the third point, which is to find a specific course. You've got the commitment and you've now bought yourself a dictionary. The third thing, you need to find a course that you're going to be going through. Now, the courses that are available, very famous, are the Medina books, and they're very good if you want to learn how to speak the language, to introduce yourself to people, get from one place to another, and so on. You've got Al-Arabiyyatu Bayna Yadayk, which also is teaching you the basics of how to introduce yourself and how to go about your daily lives. But me, I wanted to learn Arabic specifically to understand the Islamic sources. So although I did study those books, however, what I found is that taking a different route of learning Arabic specifically to understand the Quran, number one, and number two, the Hadith as well, and some of the classical works of the scholars, I just dove straight in. So after doing general Arabic studies, and my main focus was Quranic Arabic, because as you probably know from my channel, that I've memorized the Quran. I spent many years memorizing the Quran, alhamdulillah. So I wanted to understand the Quran, and the Quranic Arabic course was the right way for me to go. There was no course available actually at that time, but I had the vocabulary and I learned the grammar and the usage of the language on how to apply that vocabulary of the Quranic Arabic into the grammar rules, and then I was able to apply that to the Quran. So as you know, I've developed a 80% Quranic Arabic made easy course, which you can join by clicking the link in the description. And that moves us actually to our fourth point, which is learning Arabic for a specific purpose. So normally when you're learning a language as an adult or as a foreign language, you have Arabic, or you have language for a specific purpose. So there's English for specific purposes, there's Arabic for specific purposes too. So for example, in English teaching, there's very famous courses, ESL, English as a second language, EFL, English as a foreign language, or ESP, which is English for specific purposes. The same way you would have AFL, so Arabic as a foreign language, ASL, which is Arabic as a second language, or ASP, which is Arabic for specific purposes. Now I chose, after doing the basic Arabic studies, then I chose to go through for ASP, which is Quranic Arabic, which I've developed, of course. Again, click the link in the description if you want to join that. But learning Arabic specifically to understand the Quran. From the Quran, that's what I've developed in the course, and that's what I developed for myself with my teachers, of course, learning the Quranic Arabic. You've got Arabic to understand specifically a hadith. You can have it specifically to understand, for example, the 40 hadith of Imam An-Nawawi rahimahullah. Now, actually, one of the great things about the 40 hadith of Imam Nawawi, it uses very basic Arabic actually in those 40 hadith. There are only, not too many new words that you would need to learn from Quranic Arabic to understand the 40 hadith of Imam Nawawi, barring one or two hadith. There are some which, you need, there's a lot of new vocabulary, but that's good because, of course, it develops your language. But if you learn from other hadith, of course, if you're going to learn the big books, maybe Riyadh al-Salihin to start off with, and then going on to Mishkat al-Musabih, and then, of course, the Kutub al-Sitta, then you do need to develop your Arabic even further. So, but learning, a foreign language or Arabic for a specific purpose is definitely good for adults because you hit a specific target very, very quickly, and that is very beneficial, of course. The fifth thing that you need to take into consideration when you're learning Arabic as an adult is consistency and time. In fact, together, consistent time. So you need to put away some hours every single week. And generally, in language studies, doing shorter lessons over many days, for example, 7 days in a week, it's better for you to do half an hour 4 days a week than it is to do 4 hours in one day. Yeah, because how much can you take in one day, and versus how much can you take in over 4 days? Language studies, generally speaking, you can easily learn 12 new words every single day, and that means per day. That doesn't mean that you're spending 8 hours and you learn 12 hours, 12 words. You could actually spend only half an hour and learn those same 12 words. So you actually get more done with shorter sessions, but more frequently. And of course, with the frequent sessions, you end up getting more repetition too. So of course, I'm not saying that you have to do 4 days, but staying consistent and keeping to that time every single week will ensure that you are able to learn that language. And the final bonus point is, of course, to have a teacher. And that's really important because, of course, you can go wrong. Now, one thing, you can actually learn any language yourself. It's not like tajweed, or it's not like hadith, or it's not like tafsir, where you do need a teacher. Of course, these are sciences of naql. These are sciences of tradition, where it's passed down from one teacher to the next, to the next, to the next. And that's the only way that you can learn it in any authentic way. With the other sciences, with language, you can actually learn it by yourself. But having a teacher will enable you to learn a lot faster, and it will ensure that you can, save yourself from unnecessary mistakes. So, of course, if you want to find out more about learning Arabic specifically to understand the Quran, click the link in the description. It hits a lot of these points. It's a specifically designed course. It's Arabic for a specific purpose, of course, to understand the Quran. And then you get me and some other instructors as teachers. And we recommend that you can do 2 to 3 sessions in a week, and you will be able to understand the Quran within 6 months, inshallah. So definitely click the link in the description and enroll in the course, and I will see you on the other side. But whatever you decide to do, best of luck with your Arabic studies or any other language studies, because they apply to all other languages. And I'll see you in another video.